All right, the formula for the major scale, let's pick G. We have a whole step, which on guitar is 2 frets. So whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay, now we can go, so whole step, half step, which is going to be the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So, and then whole step, half step. So that keeps it on the 6th and the 5th string. Now, of course, I can, I can keep going like that, but let's talk chords, okay? So if we number our notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I want to keep going on this string, 7, and then 1, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Now, let's look at major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. That's the formula for the harmonized major scale, meaning making the major scale with chords instead of notes, okay? So if we take the 1st note, the 3rd note, and the 5th note of the major scale, that gives us a G major chord. All right, so we're gonna use the E-shaped bar chord. So we're gonna bar the 3rd fret, and then we're gonna cover the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and then the 5th fret on the 5th string, and then the 4th string. So it looks like that F chord, right? So we have major. Now, if we're right here, okay, I have G major. Now, if I want to release my 2nd finger, that's G minor because it gives me minor 3rd. Okay, we put that back down, we got major. Now if I want to release my pinky, that gives us a dominant 7, all right? So let's look at, we have the G major, there's our 1 chord. Now let's go up a whole step, we're gonna do minor, another whole step, minor. Now we're gonna come down here, now we're gonna play the A-shaped bar chord, so it looks like the B or whatever, but it's a C. We have major, and then major, and then minor, and then diminished. Oh, how do I want to do this? Right there, maybe. Right. Let's do this one. And then major right there. So what I did is you have the major, and then the minor looks just like that E-shaped bar chord. And then diminished, what I did, we have to have a flat 5, so that interval's a 5. So I'm just going to go right here. So major, minor, and then diminished. And then diminished has to be resolved, right? So we have major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, right there. No, right here. And then major, all right? Now, let's do this with 7th chords, okay? A major 7, we have our root note right here on the 6th string, 3rd fret, okay? 2nd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. That's your perfect 5th. You have your 7 right here on the 4th fret. So it's basically this E shape right here, but we move it in like this, and we're not going to bar it anymore. But so there's the G major 7. Now the A minor 7, we're going to cover the 5th fret, and we're going to skip the 5th string. So we're going to go 5th fret on the 6th string, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. And we're gonna go up 2 frets. So we have major 7, minor 7, minor 7. Now major 7. Now this is just like that A-shaped bar chord. We're gonna move this note back, so we have to. And then dominant 7. So again, it's like that A shape, but we get rid of this note in the middle. And then the minor 7 right here. And then right here we got the minor 7 flat 5, or the half diminished. So we have 7th fret. On the 5th string, 7th fret on the 3rd string, 8th fret on the 2nd string, 6th fret on the 1st string, and then the G major 7. So we have now 1 chord, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, right there. And then the 1 chord right there. So most songs you've ever heard, there's so many songs that we play on guitar that start with G, right? So, you know, we have like, let's say we want to do, whatever. No, that, all right, we could do that. All right, that was Freebird. All right, one chord is a G. All right, the D is the 5 chord. So we have a 1, 5, and then the E minor is your 6 chord. Oftentimes in rock and country, your minor is automatically going to be your 6 chord. Not all the time, but often. Let's see. Now, right there, we're gonna borrow, we're gonna do some swapping here. So the F sharp diminished is pretty impractical in a rock song or a country song or whatever. And I say rock and country because America's music is based off of either blues or bluegrass, but blues going into jazz. But rock and country are the basis of everything that's popular in American music. So the F, if we flatten that 7th chord and we turn it into major, that gives us an F major. So if we were to look at that as a harmonized major, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then instead of going this F sharp diminished, we'd have that 7, which would be flat, and then that's what gives Freebird that sound. So we have the 1, the 5, the 6, and then the 7 flat major. So I'm gonna call it a 7 chord, but then we're gonna flatten it, make it a major, which is F, and then a 4, and then a 5. Now, here's where the advantage is on this. Let's say that I'm working with a female singer, okay? And you know, a lot of females, they have to move keys a lot more than males do, I've noticed. I've worked with a ton of bands and singers. So we have our 1 chord. We can take it by shape, right? So A would be the 1, 5, 6, 7 flat major, 4, 5. What if we want to do it in the key of F? 1, 5, 6, and I'm sorry, it's 7 flat major, 4, 5. What if we want to take it to the key of C? 1, 5, 6, 7 flat major, 4. Then I'm just moving that shape around. That's why it's important to look at this. And you know, we say it's important to learn shapes, then we say it's important not to learn shapes. Look, use whatever, any and all tools that you can use to help you get your musical thoughts out. So recognizing patterns, I believe, is a very important part of this. Now, if we wanted to turn Freebird into jazz, right? So we'd have the 1, 5, 6. Now that 7 flat major, I'm gonna turn it into dominant 7. And then the 4, and then the 5. And I've desecrated Freebird a lot more than that. I used to have a bassist that was a U.S. Navy musician, and he spent a lot of time in Italy, and he minored in Italian communication, actually. So he rewrote Freebird in Italian and did it opera style, and we'd sing that in Memphis, Tennessee, and man, I tell you what, the look on Redneck's face is priceless. Anyway, y'all, I'm Jimmy Hudson, and I approve this message. Y'all like and subscribe, and check out our school.